to what?
As you're driving down the street, you get the munchies and you're driving past by all these streets that have hot dogs, tacos, and fruit cups, and you get the munchies. But what you don't know is that do these vendors actually have met the health regulation and sanitation regulations? The amazing taste of bacon wrapped hot dogs and tacos and fruit cups with chili and lemon, that's the best that you can get. Although you don't know that these vendors actually don't have the license to sell food, the next time you're driving down the street, you should know that they should meet the regulations in order to sell these products to you. First, I will talk to you about the special license needed to sell products. Second, I will explain why many vendors don't have the license to sell their accessories and products to you. Finally, I will explain some suggestions that could lead to them getting their license. Vendors are found in many street corners in a busy intersection, especially in downtown LA, like in major cities like New York City, Los Angeles, where very high population is most common. However, since the vendors are now literally installed in buildings, they are in carts, which means that there's no restrooms for them to have or any water that they could clean the products with. So that's one of the main causes why it's unsanitary. In the article by Urban Justice Center, revised November 16, publishes states that over $5,000 in profit is made by illegal street vendors. Many do not have, many of this is that they don't have documentations. Now that I talked to you guys about why vendors don't have a proper license, is due because of they don't have papers or documentations. Now I will explain why they are afraid to get the license. They are afraid because since, like I stated, that they don't have the proper documentations, they're afraid to get deported or to get fined with a huge ticket. Many of these vendors are Hispanics, Latin Americans, who just try to make a living and make money for their families. They keep it a low profile, which means they switch spots from time to time so they won't get caught. In the article of Voice of New York, this lady states her story that she sells ice creams from her cart, and that the only way to provide to her family is to selling the ice creams, and that's the only way that she knows that she can make money, because nowhere else that she goes to get a job is they won't hire her because of her age or because of her ethnicity or because she doesn't have papers. So that's one of the main reasons that they are afraid to get licensed. Another way is that the regulations, the way they make their food, like for example, you know how hot dogs and bacon, like you know how they have to be cooked in different temperatures. That's one of the main reasons that when they make the food, that they know that the health inspection, the people, that they won't give them the proper authorizations to sell their food. Now that I talked to you guys about why that they don't have the proper license, now I'll explain some suggestions. What the people could do is go to meetings like, you know how in the cities have city council meetings? They could go to one of those meetings and get more information about how they could get their license, what's the process, what's the requirements for the license that they need. Just ask questions and like don't be afraid like to get involved and just overcome it and reach out there for help. Another way that they could do is by just the city reinforcing the the regulations, and people who don't have the cards up to date, either give them a ticket or even confiscate them. That's what many of the cities do now, but not all of them do. But with this, a lot of the people will begin to realize that the city is reinforcing the regulations, and they'll go after the license, since many of them, a lot of the stories that I've read through the articles was that people get fined, especially if they don't have enough money. They get fined with thousands of dollars and they confiscate their cards. So it's hard for them to get back their card and to make the money and to pay back the cities. So it's hard. Then, what's it called? Well, yeah, just for them to go out there and to not be afraid to like get pulled over, like, you know, they can go up to you and be, do you have papers? And yeah, thank you.